So Power Rangers Beast Morphers Episode 7, A Friend in Need. Overall is a pretty straightforward episode with a very simple plot about taking your friends for granted and always relying on them and not getting mad at them. It was a very kid-friendly plot and a very simple-minded plot, but overall it was a fun episode and I quite enjoyed it because next week is the mid-season finale, I believe, before they go on break for a few months. So it was a bit of a breather episode for us, the big stuff that is going to be coming next week, because at the end of the episode, Scrozzle teased about opening a cyber gate or creating a cyber gate to get Evox out of the cyber dimension and finally freeing him, which is really cool that they're already building towards that on the 8th episode, because I thought with Beast Morphers we'd have Evox looming about for 20 plus episodes waiting for him to get out. But if Evox is already going to get out next episode and we're going to understand how powerful this threat is and what he can actually do apart from download a virus into old friends or old characters that we met on the first episode, I'm excited to see how threatening he is. And of course they did another close-up shot of the BJ Stag Beetle helmet once again, which they keep teasing. They keep showing close-up shots of that helmet, so that helmet must be important for future episodes or coming up, because why would they do another close-up shot of it just panning across the screen with one of the Tronics pushing it on the trolley? So they keep hinting at this helmet to be very, very important. Now, apart from the stuff they're teasing for next week, this episode was a fun episode to watch. It was a very chilled out episode. It had some action in it, but it was mostly focusing on the Rangers and their problems with the Beastbots, because the Beastbots had their data stolen, all of them except for Jax, and it sort of put Smash and Cruz into factory restore mode where they couldn't remember the Rangers or becoming friends with them, and Devin and Ravi tried taking advantage of this because at the start of the episode they were very forgetful and making a few mistakes, and our heroes thought their Beastbots were their friends, but they weren't that perfect. So they thought, hey, if they forgot who we are and they can take orders, they just know how to follow orders, they thought, hey, we can take advantage of them and spar with them. But things didn't turn out the way they wanted. Devin tried taking Cruz for a shortcut and got really dirty. Ravi tried sparring with Smash and he got his ass handed to him because he got a big old punch in the gut, and things weren't that perfect. And then of course he had Zoe and Jax, where Jax didn't get his data stolen, but Zoe did get upset because Jax couldn't find the tablet, and then the tablet was behind the jacket the whole time. And then they revealed that the Beastbots and people at Battle Grid Force were going to throw a party for the Rangers. Well, I think it was mostly the Beastbots. They wanted to throw a party for our Ranger friends, and they were trying to keep it a secret, but the secret got out, and Zoe apologized to Jax, and it was a very sweet and touching scene. I'll admit that. It was a very sweet scene, and I quite enjoyed it. Nate also had another interesting moment where he talked about being an only child and he wished how he had a brother, and he said how the Beastbots are like brothers to Devin and Ravi and Zoe, and he just got upset that he kind of wishes he had a brother. So they're hinting at Nate going to build a Beastbot, which is probably what this J-Beat Staghead is going to be for, him building his own Beastbot that's going to be like a brother to him, because like he said, he's an only child, his parents are always away, and he wants to have some sort of friend, someone who's always there for him. And they've already sown the seeds for that with Nate unable to leave Grid Battle Force HQ without going with someone, so they've sown those seeds. So I get the feeling that we're going to see this BJ Stag character very soon, maybe in the next episode. Who knows? Are we going to get the Gold Ranger next episode? Who knows? That's the big mystery. But overall, Nate did have that really interesting moment, and Nate as a character has been very interesting because they're sowing the seeds for him to grow, and I can't wait if he's going to become a possible future Ranger, because if he does become a Power Ranger, like I say, if he does, big words there, if he does become a Ranger, he's going to have some interesting character moments, and I get the feeling they are hinting at Nate maybe becoming a Ranger. Now, I know this is mostly due to the Sentai, but what the fuck was up with this drone's design? I mean, he looks so freaking weird. I mean, he had 2 buck teeth on his head, he kept thrusting and moving about really funny. I don't know if it's a Sentai thing or what they told the guy to do in the costume, because they film a lot of original footage for Beast Morphers, but this just monster of the day was so weird, so wacky, so Power Rangers, like, it's just... He looks so weird. It's mostly the head with the teeth, and I get the feeling it's whatever costume they got to respond with the Sentai episode they were using, but just his character's design looks so weird, and I know I'm probably going to have to go back and watch the Beast Morpher fight for not the Beast Morpher, the Go Busters fight for this episode, but he just looks so freaking weird, just the way he acted and moved around. Is it a Sentai thing, or did they tell the guy in the costume to do that? I don't know, but he looked so freaking weird. But anyways, that's my review of Beast Morphers episode 7. It was a really good episode, really fun episode, but I'm excited to see where it goes next week, because we're finally opening the Cybergate, or a Cybergate is going to open, and we might actually finally get to see what kind of threat Evox is, or maybe Scrozzle is the true villain all along, because Scrozzle is the freaking man. I love Scrozzle. He's like my favorite side villain in a long time. I mean, we've had some really good ones, but just how Scrozzle acts and his voice, how it's so kooky and weird. I just love him. He's a cool dude. I hope he's the real villain all along. But anyways, like I said, good episode, and I can't wait for next week. If you enjoyed this review, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.